I don't know where to begin.
Okay, but you just said many times that there's
Oh
no
my
contender
goodness.
working out that can match his play. He's okay.
Okay, I just
We'll see him in the finals.
That's all I ask.
We'll see him in the finals.
Interrupt me again.
They talking to one of the men of the hour, Bam, out of bio.
Now would probably be a good time to go get on the bus. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Don't let him take your cornbread. That's your cornbread.
Man, what a game. This, oh boy.
Big numbers, brother.
Man, I almost had a heart attack tonight. I almost had a heart attack tonight.
105. And as we go to the beach with Kenny.
Way to go, Bam. We're going to talk about Bam, too. Those single-digit rebounds I've been getting on him about.
Presented by no one.
Oh, man.
Let's go and take that down. Oh, man. What a game. What a game. Yeah, almost got a heart attack. Almost got a heart attack in this game. But it was all fitting for the bill. Whatever you thought this game was going to be like, that's exactly what it was. Man, I haven't seen the intensity and pressure of the playoffs until that ball game right there. Boston Celtics came in with desperation. And I mean every play they was grinding and stretching it out with high tension on that rope. Man, I'm telling you, I thought, whew. Either way, man, whoever would have won this game, you would have just had to deal with it and understand both teams played hard. Where they come from? Both teams played hard. I'm trying to think, who said that? Do y'all remember, what was that? Both teams played hard. Who's that? Rasheed Wallace. Yeah, both teams played hard. It was press. Both teams played hard. That's what I would have had to say at the end of this game if we would have lost. Both teams played hard. I wouldn't have been mad at it at all. But I tell you what, if you had any doubt about what the Miami Heat is all about, this game showed you everything you need to know about built as a champion. This team is built for a champion. No doubt about it. Whether we get it or not, does it matter? Yeah, it does matter. I mean, if we don't get it, we don't get it. But we got the pedigree to win a championship. There's no doubt about that. This organization, man, I mean, Bam was just talking about it on TNT post game. Just high class individuals grinding it out. You seen throughout the ball game, Miami Heat would not lay down. They would not go away. And we took, I think, in my opinion, we took Boston Celtics' biggest hit. This team came out with desperation. And I'm telling you, man, when I'm seeing them playing and hitting shots and working and pressing hard, the schemes they had us a little rocked. I ain't gonna say rocked, but they had us pressed for a while. That had us very pressed in this ball game. And to be down 10, 9, 12 points and able to battle back and get this win, it was like no other. And it seemed like we just tightened it up and bared down when it was like 4, 5, 6 minutes left. That's when the Miami Heat is at their best. But this game here, man, oh boy, this was a doozy at its best. We're going to get into that box score in a minute. But I got to tell you, wow. We needed this one too. We needed it. I know I sound crazy saying we needed it because we up 2-0. Boston Celtics really, really needed it. But I mean, if we want to close out this series and we want to put our imprint on this series, yeah, we got to take games like that. And then when we get back to Miami, no letting up. No letting up. We should be thinking sweep, to be honest with you. They coming back in our house, we should be thinking, ain't no way they coming in here getting one. They didn't get one at their building. Why should they get one in ours? So when you have a team down, you want to go ahead and just put them away. Don't give them no hope whatsoever because they going game 3 and pull that out, then, they start thinking, oh, we can get one more, then go back home and all that kind of mess. We don't want to deal with it. Kick them while they down. Step on them, smash them, twist them while they down right now, and don't even mess with it. But yeah, man, playoffs at its finest right now. Boy, I tell you, I was all into this one. From start to finish. This was like an action movie. Just starting out with all that shooting going. Boom, high speed chase. It was all of that. It was all of that and more. Unbelievable. We're going to get to the box score, but I want to settle it down and get to a serious moment real quick. We lost a legend. We lost a leader. We lost an activist. We lost a visionary. Jim Brown. I just want to send my condolences to his family. A pioneer, iconic pioneer, and Jim Brown. One for Jim Brown, guys like myself wouldn't have the opportunities I have here today if it weren't for Jim Brown. A lot of people, not just me, but a guy that just stood up and was at the front lines of fighting for what was right. You can't discount that. He will be missed. Jim Brown. So I just want to say rest in peace, champ. Gonna keep moving on. Well, I want y'all to think about something. Do y'all remember that iconic photo of Bill Russell, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Those 4 trailblazers, these 4 pioneers, I just want you to think about it for a minute. It's only one left. And that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Out of that iconic photo at the summit, it's only one left out of that group. And that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Time goes. Time goes, man. A lot of things change. It just makes you, when you sit back and think about it. Yeah, 4 great men indeed. So Jim Brown, you rest easy, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for fighting. For guys like me could have opportunities. So thanks a lot. And rest easy, champ. So we're going to get into this box score. And we're going to start with Miami. Like I said, man, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. You have no idea. We're in the conference finals. We up 2-0. We just left the biggest battle that I think this team can press us against. I don't think they can come stronger than what they came tonight. And if they do have another punch, we ain't going to see it in Miami. I know that. They're going to fight and scrap. They're not going to lay down. I don't expect them to lay down. But tonight was their biggest punch, and we took it. That's why you saw a lot of scuffles and little brawls with Jimmy, going in it, putting the face print on and talking that smack. Yeah, as you get deeper into these series, man, in the playoffs, get tired of these teams, man, you're going up against. Tension's going to flare up, especially when a team is desperate like Boston Celtics, who haven't even got one game yet. So, yeah, they're going to try to muck it up a little bit. So expect a lot more of that going to Miami with a desperate team. So let's check out this box score real quick. And we're going to start with Miami. Jimmy Buckets. It seems like I've been a broken record all week long talking about Jimmy Buckets. But I'm going to tell you, when he was in Chicago, I'm going to say this stuff again. And I'm not the only one. I think a lot of people that look at Jimmy Buckets as the player he is today. I mean, when he was in Chicago, I wouldn't even own Jimmy Butler like that. I know he was a defensive guy. He grinded out. He really didn't have the jump shot like he has now. And I don't even think he really facilitated when he was back in his younger days in Chicago. Like, I know he was a gritty player. He worked hard. He played hard defense, right? But he wasn't one of my favorite guys in the league. It took until he got some more grooming and getting more polished up, switching teams, and especially coming to Miami. That was a given for me. So, but yeah, man, this kid came a long way. And when you looked at him back then, you was like, Hall of Fame? Can you imagine that? A guy like Jimmy Butler, the way he started out, is going to be a Hall of Famer when he finished lacing them up. Crazy thought, ain't it? You would have never said that. You would have never said that 10 years ago at least. You'd been like, Jimmy Butler? This guy? Yeah, this guy. This guy got 27 points in this game, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 12 for 25 from the field. Like I said, Mr. Everything. And we needed all of that tonight. We had more contributors. It wasn't just him. He couldn't do it by himself, but he will try. Jimmy Butler, man, you definitely going to get a star. You talk about grit and grind. He's a definition of grit and grind. With Jimmy Butler at the helm, I don't see why we can't get to the finals and just win this whole thing. When I look at it. Yeah, Denver's in our way, but the way we fight and scrap, we can go to war with anybody. But I'm looking to see Denver there. And oh, what a finals that will be. I know everybody wants the dressing and everything to make it look cute. Everybody want LA there. I'm pretty sure if LA and the Celtics was in the finals, that'll be a wonderful story that everybody want to see. But it's not going to go that way. It's not going to go that way. So let's go down here to my main man, Bam. Oh, man, he showed up. Bam, that's what I'm talking about from you. 22 points. 17 rebounds. Can I say that again? 17 rebounds. What I've been saying throughout this series with Bam. All those singled out rebounding nights. 7 rebounds. 8 rebounds. 6 rebounds. 5 rebounds. 17 rebounds. 9 assists. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. 7 for 17 from the field. Salute to you, Bam. I've been on you hard and you came through. I ain't saying you listening to me or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. But I'm telling you, you realizing, maybe your coach, maybe some of your teammates getting in your ear, they see what I see. I don't care too much about the points. Yeah, it's nice, but if you're going to come in as a defensive player and a rebounder and get a couple of block shots, I need you to be gritty and nasty in that paint. At least double-digit rebounds a game. 17 will fit the bill for me. Now, I'm not going to expect 17 every night, but for big nights, why not? This was a big night. This was a big night. Why not? When you go back to Miami, those going to be some big nights. If we want to seal the deal, don't play around with this team, we're going to need more of this from you, Bam. You get a star. Max Juice Strus. 11 points, my friend. You was 2 for 5 from the three-point line. Wasn't that great from him, but 2 for 5 here too. Usually we like to see you hitting 5, 6 3-pointers. You're 3 for 6 from the field. But like I say, with all these undrafted players, man, they just know how to pick their spots. Been saying it all series. They don't have to be high in points or they just do something great. They just do everything good. And I mean, they serviceable. Every last one of them. You get a round of applause, sir. Thank you for your services tonight. I'm going to call out this one player. And his stat sheet don't even jump off on you. But he had a big night. He hit a big shot. And that's right, I'm talking about Gabe Vincent. That's another undrafted guy. Man, come on. Come on. I can't believe I'm going to call out his stat line because he's not even in double digits. But I'm still going to call it out. Because that's how big and important he was tonight. He had 9 points. Okay? He had 2 steals. He got 2 rebounds. He was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And he was 1 for 4 from 3. He was 2 for 8 from the field. But the biggest shot he hit was in crunch time when he pulled up for that 2-pointer. And you want to know how big that shot was? Because if he don't hit that shot, who knows how this thing would have bounced. That was huge. And to have the courage to go up there and knock it down, don't even hesitate. See, that's one thing about these undrafted players that we got on this team. They don't hesitate. They ain't waiting on nobody. When an opportunity presents itself and they got the ball in their hands, they're going to do something with it. Also, Gabe Vincent, when this season is over, you already know what time it is. Just give him the money.
Yeah. Hold on. Shut down. Let's jump on this. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. Yeah, my dog barking. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. Give me the money. Hey. A check is fine. 1S, 2 lines. That is the dollar sign. Hey. A check is fine. 1S, 2 lines. That is the dollar sign.
Gabe Vincent, you get a round of applause. I think you just broke a record of a guy that's been singled out across the stat sheet, and I'm highlighting you. So that must mean a whole lot. So you take that with a grain of salt. But thank you. We're going to go down Khalid Martin. Oh, man, there's another guy. This is another guy. Oh, man, this guy had 25 points. 25 points. 3 for 7 from the three-point line. 11 for 16 from the field. Big game by him. Hit some big shots. Had some big drives going to the hole. This guy, man, he act like he a little tricky with it. He's known for a hard driver and hit the 3. Defense okay, but he could position himself and play good defense and body people up. But man, this guy here, to drive the creativity he's been having going to the paint in traffic throughout this series, doing this on the other side, putting it up, dropping it down in pressure moments. You can tell this guy works hard, real hard on his game, because it shows out even in the playoffs. I mean, they said it best, man. These guys work hard in practice, work hard in the offseason, working on their game, hitting the weights. It's showing in the biggest moments in the conference finals. What bigger place to showcase your skills than in the finals? Duncan Robinson, that's another guy. Oh yeah, Khalid Martin, you get a star, sir. You get a star. Duncan Robinson, we're going to give you a round of applause. You're another guy to go out there and don't hesitate. You put him up. You were 3 for 6 from the three-point line, 6 for 9 from the field, topped out at 15 points. We needed every bit of that. Thank you. Round of applause. This is just a wonderful night. A wonderful night. Like I say, job ain't done. Job's not done. Got to go home. We got to be thinking about getting this over with as quick as possible. Going to the next series. Because each stage gets harder and harder and harder. And if we're blessed to go to the finals, it's going to be even more harder. Because I'm expecting to see the Nuggets there. And we're going to have to figure that out. But we're not going to count our chickens before it hatches. We're not going to count our chickens before it hatches. We got to finish this series. And then we start thinking about the next stage. Let's go out and check out the Boston Celtics. Start off at the top, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum came out swinging tonight. Very aggressive. I want to give him a round of applause just to start off, just for being aggressive. He had 34 points. 13 rebounds, 8 assists, 11 for 12 from the free throw line. He got a lot of points from the free throw line. 3 for 10 for 3. He usually shoots a little better than that. He was 10 for 20 from the field. Yeah, I gave you a round of applause. I'm not going to give you a star. If you won this game, you might have got a star. Excuse me. The only reason you're not going to get a star because down in crunch time you still come up a little short, either with a turnover or it's just not looking right, or some big shots that your team is looking for you to make and you're not putting them through the hole. Before it's being aggressive and trying to be there for your team, that's why I give you a round of applause for that. But you have to figure out a way how to finish ball games strong. You idolize Kobe Bryant, your understudy of him. I expect you to do better in crunch time. And I'm expecting you to get better at it. Hopefully just not in this series. But, yeah, we'll move down to Robert Williams. 13 points. He was 5 of 5 from the field. You know, he just the garbage man. He's the hustle guy. He's catching anything off the rim. He's screening. He's in there mucking it up. How many minutes he played? 23 minutes. They kind of went small there close to the end, so, you know, he probably wished he was up higher in some minutes. But they wanted to spread us out. They were looking for points. You know, they wanted to put Derek White in there. They needed scoring. That's how they figured. And to say that cost them, who knows? But Robert Williams, he didn't rebound very well. He didn't rebound very well at all.
Oh, that's not good.
We're not really looking for points for you, but you had 13 points. 2 blocks. But 3 rebounds. Yeah. I'm not gonna, we're not gonna do anything with you. Get on the boards. You gotta do better than what you're doing. So just work on that next year. We don't need you to start to pick it up in this series. So next year, just, you know, get your stuff together. You've been big in this series. Yes, you have. But in a game like this, when I see an energy guy like this only pulling down 3 rebounds, and I'll be thinking that a guy like this shouldn't have effort issues. And he's a guy that usually don't have an effort issue. But when you got 3 rebounds for a guy like him, that's definitely got to be an effort issue. And if you want to say, oh, he didn't have that many minutes, he only played like, he only got first half worth of work for us his minutes. Man, I can get 3 rebounds in a minute and a half on the floor. So, anyway, let's get off of him. Jaylen Brown. We're going to start him out. He's getting the iron unkind. Hate to do it to my guy. 16 points. 1 for 7 from the three-point line. 7 for 23 from the field. He was off tonight. Off. Four rebounds, 3 assists. One thing I will say about him is that he was 7 for 23. So he put him up a little bit. He put him up more than Jason Tatum did. Marcus Smart didn't come through in this game. Next guy in double figures, we got Derek White. Something about him, boy, he's just like a thorn in your behind. He hit some big threes in this game. He's been hitting big threes throughout this series. Been a big guy in the playoffs, period. 11 points by him. 3 for 5 from the three-point line, 4 for 6 from the field. He needed more attempts. I think if Derek White would have had the attempts Jaylen Brown had, he'd have been looking pretty nice. Pretty nice. Would have had a better percentage from the field. I believe that. You get a round of applause, sir. Then you got Malcolm Brogdon. He got 13 points. 1 for 5 from the three-point line, 4 for 9 from the field. He was trying to mix it up a little bit. Early, it looks like he was going to try to make some things happen. You know, he was going off the dribble. He was going to his pull-up. Luckily, he was off on his three. Well, Malcolm Brogdon, man, he got some game. And when it first started, it seemed like he was going to try to take control. But he got 13 points. We'll give him a round of applause. I like Malcolm Brogdon. But that's it, folks. That's the box sheet. But the story of tonight is the Miami Heat go up 2-0 in this series. They done tug on Jimmy Butler's cape, and he had to come through. And come through he did. Clutch, man. This guy is clutch. Leader just all the way rounded. Whatever you need on that floor, he's going to give it to you. He is going to give it to you. So, what about the West? Those Lakers find themselves in a big situation. Lakers don't watch out, man. I can see them easily getting swept. They don't watch it. Now, I know they're going to play better at home. You know, they're going to have that place jumping. But if I was them, they definitely, well, obviously they have to grab game 3 right off the bat. Everybody knows that. Just like the Celtics, they have to grab game 3. You don't grab game 3, everybody know what happens after that. Just go look at the history. Go look at the percentages. How many teams have come back from 3-0 to win a series? I'll wait. Yeah, I thought so. So they got to come through. If not, then they're through. They'll be through. So, yeah, Lakers are in a worse situation than the Celtics are, to be honest with you. Because them Denver Nuggets, man, I'm telling you, that's going to be a knockout drag-out. We meet up, oh, man. I'm just thinking about Joker, man. How are we going to deal with him? How are we going to deal with him? So, they're kind of similar. The Heat and the Nuggets, real similar. Grit and grind, players that play hard to the last buzzer on that clock. So it's going to be very exciting. So Not gonna stay on here too long. It's Big Friday. Hope everybody had a big Friday or a good Friday. But other than that, just hearing the sad news with Jim Brown today. I'm pretty sure that shocked the world hearing that. We knew he was, up in age, and when you see guys like that, it's only a matter of time before you hear some bad news. It's never a right time to hear news like that for anybody. So I just want to say my thanks again, Mr. Brown. Thank you. Appreciate it. You have no idea. And it's Goodimo Sports Quick Hits. Y'all have a great weekend. Peace.